All right, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Bad. Awful.
Just one.
Bad spot. Looking to make a deal. And yet the name that has come up, it seems like repeatedly, has been Kevin Love, Tristan Thompson, and then Isaiah Thomas, as he has been criticized for shot selection. You can't really criticize a guy when you already know what got them to this point. All offense, no defense. So do not criticize Isaiah Thomas for being born very short and having guys that are even shorter at the position for standing 6 feet tall to dominate him. Thus, nonetheless, it seems like there is discord, and we look into the potential Isaiah Thomas trades. Jayar Jackson is here as well. So here we go. This is via the assist man. This is a deal I don't like. The Cleveland Cavaliers will get Nicholas Batum and Kemba Walker, who is still available, for Tristan Thompson, Channing Frye, Isaiah Thomas. The reason you don't do it is because you only get Isaiah for maybe a year, though he does want some organization that is very loyal to him.
You could use Channing Frye, who was a very underrated player, and especially now that Kevin Love is 8 weeks with this hand.
6 to 8, yep.
Yeah.
Something like that.
No surgery, I just read, but 8 weeks for him today.
Correct. The next one is from the jump. Another one that I really don't like. Just add Jose Calderon, take out Tristan Thompson, add J.R. Smith. You got a deal. I don't think the Hornets take this. You have one quality player in Isaiah Thomas who's probably going to test free agency because, look, he's already been through pit stops in Phoenix, Sacramento, Boston, Cleveland. He goes to Charlotte. He'd probably say, you know what? One more free agency run. Let's see how much money I could put in the bag. So, does Charlotte do it? No, because I don't think you're getting enough. And you still have Kemba for 2 years.
All these are going, the original preface is, or the original premise of this is, oh, what could the Cavaliers do to somehow come out of this hole? That doesn't help. That doesn't help the Cavaliers. If that trade happens, which
getting Kemba's solid because he's at least a little bit better of a defender and a better scorer. But
I'll go back to what I've been saying. Every one of these trade videos, at least surrounding the Cavaliers, that will not get them over the hump. That will not solve
what is the
problem.
hump, by the way?
Beating the Warriors. At this point, getting to the finals.
Boston. Let's start at beating Boston.
Right, that's what I mean. At this point, just getting to the finals.
Yes, correct.
No.
So you don't think any of those deals help them? All right, well, let's see if these change your mind. What's the next one that we have? I lost my page. DeAndre Jordan and Lou Williams, two solid players for Isaiah Thomas, Amon Shumpert, and Tristan Thompson. This one I like because you're bringing in less money and a younger player with Tristan. You're getting Amon Shumpert, who is a defender for 2 years. You're getting Isaiah, who would probably want to re-sign knowing the market. And you're giving up Lou Williams, getting a lot in return for a guy who's having a great first half, probably going to have a great rest of the year, but is mainly a six-man scoring threat.
Right, which maybe you need.
Is this better?
You need some more scoring. It's better for them, but then again, and in recognizing that potentially the Clippers are looking to deal since they got rid of their
Blake
biggest
Griffin.
name. So it looks like they're in a position.
How do you feel about that, by the way? I never asked you that as a Clippers fan.
I'm torn. I think it's a good move, but then I think it's, you know, you have to do something. And it was fine to do it. It's just, I've always said, I don't like this approach. Because
trying to be bad?
No, not necessarily that, but just they had to get rid of him. Who knows what was happening? That's what we're all in the dark about. But just the way that they approached the way I think Blake at his announcement for the Pistons said, I just wish they had told me, rather than me finding out on Twitter.
Oh man, come on, don't take that defense.
Why?
We are now in the day and age of where social media is running everything. And as I stated previously,
so we're no longer an organization anymore? Because social source should take over your job?
Hang on. My main point was, you start telling Blake's agent, it's going to leak out that he's available and it's going to decrease the team's value. At the end of the day, as he said, it's a business.
I'm not saying shopping him, not the shopping part. Just once you've decided to make the trade, just let him know. Just tell him, hey, we're going to trade you, Blake. We made a deal.
Okay, so you weren't talking about prior to.
Oh, no.
Okay.
No.
All right. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking, because like think about it. If you were to tell him like, we're thinking about trading.
Yeah, and he's trying to play more games? No.
All that's going to happen is it's going to be a bomb fire for the Clippers organization. So yeah, we're in agreement.
Yeah.
Okay, next trade. This is a three-teamer. It involves Memphis and Phoenix. So the Cavaliers would get interior defense, which as we know, they desperately need. You get two really good players, Tyson Chandler, who is one of the greatest role players, I think we can agree, when he's not, traded for Elton Brand, drafted with Eddie Curry, asked to be like a 20-10 guy instead being like a 7-10, 7-13 guy. Brandon Wright, who is a really good role player as well. Tyreek Evans, who is available, can't shoot the three, but still can drive and dish and can also a good penetrator. Sex pun. So the Memphis Grizzlies would then get Isaiah Thomas for a year, Seti Usman. By the way, they're on the downside. So they should actually try to be bad. So get rid of your pieces. And then the Phoenix Suns would get a young player in return for Tyson Chandler, which is Tristan Thompson, and then getting a role player to fulfill the point guard roles, potentially split time with Tyler Ulis, and that is Mario Chalmers. Does this help Cleveland? I say yes.
They look better, but they can't win with that.
They can't win with Tyson Chandler, Brandon Wright, LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Kevin Love when he comes back.
We're looking at the second half of the season, which isn't even an official actual by numbers of games played. The second half of the season, you got to get new guys intertwined in the system and make it successful. You have to gel and meld and everything. It's not.
What was that last word? Meld?
Meld. Yeah, you want to meld.
Gel and meld?
Gelling and melding. Yeah, you got to get everybody back in. And one of the problems they have is even the guys that got in the offseason, it hasn't really they haven't really come together. That's their problem. You got to get your own stuff together.
So, all right, let me get through this and then I want to ask you a question. So the next one will be actually the Brooklyn pick returning to Brooklyn, where the Cavs would trade Tristan Thompson and Isaiah Thomas for a bad contract, good player, bad contract in DeMarre Carroll, D'Angelo Russell, but more importantly, Brooklyn gets its first-round pick from this year back in return. This is one that I threw together.
Brooklyn gets these two players
and their own pick. D'Angelo Russell's going to be a free agent in 2 years. I didn't look up if he has a player option or a team option. I'm sorry. Didn't do my due diligence. However, if you throw in that Brooklyn pick, you automatically upgrade at the point guard position, offensively and defensively. I would take D'Angelo Russell. I'm sorry, no disrespect to Isaiah Thomas, but I would take D'Angelo Russell 10 times out of 10.
And that deal also sent Isaiah out of town, obviously.
Yes. If we could show it one more time. It would be Tristan Thompson, Isaiah Thomas, and the Brooklyn pick. That is the biggest part of this. So they would get to redraft. They would get their pick back that they traded in the Celtics deal, but they would have to give up D'Angelo Russell, essentially. And Cleveland would upgrade over Jay Crowder with DeMarre Carroll playing defense and also shooting the three. My last one, I don't like this one. Kent Bazemore and Taurean Prince for Tristan Thompson and Isaiah Thomas. It would mainly be getting a two-way player like Baze. You would get rid of Tristan, even though him and LeBron share the same agent and Rich Paul. Isaiah Thomas goes to Atlanta for a year. Atlanta's not trying to be great anyways. Taurean Prince is one of the most improved players this year as well. If you haven't paid attention, not that you should to Atlanta Hawks basketball, but you should pay attention to Taurean Prince, who by the way is not a small forward, he's a power forward, mislabeled there by ESPN, but man, he's having a really solid year. Okay, so I was gonna ask you, are the Cavs being too impatient in your opinion then? Is that what you're pointing at? Because they have all these new pieces coming together?
Well, the thing, are they trying to make these trades or is everyone else just suggesting that they do?
Suggesting.
Yeah, so they're not being impatient, everyone else is. They're frustrated.
Very.
Whatever they're trying to do that hopefully for their sake gets to working, but trading will only cause you more scrutiny because if it doesn't work after shipping this guy out and trying this and trying that, there's sometimes there's the school of thought.
Depending on the player you get, of course, and how as you said, they meld with the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Who knows how it works. Yeah. There's a school of thought that, if you don't try anything, the fans will be upset because you're not even trying.
Well, the Cavs have to try because this might be the last year that LeBron James plays in Cleveland.
Why do they have to try be a trade? Try it another way.
What's the other way?
Work with what you have. You have to try and get something going.
All right, let me ask you a question. Is this roster ready for the NBA Finals? Is this roster ready for the NBA Finals?
They were supposed to be when they were put
it's supposed to be, but where they are right now, if you were to assess it, are they going to the finals with this roster?
No.
Okay, so what do? You upgrade. You don't wait it out then, right?
You don't wait. That's the difference. It's not, the two options aren't to wait and then trade. It's either trade or improve what you've got. Because again, Isaiah just came back, not just, but as far as the whole season, not like he started at the beginning of the season.
And then Kevin Love also went down.
Now he's going down.
Yes.
So now you have a chance for someone else on your team to play. These guys are professional basketball players. Again, like I said, Channing Frye, he can shoot the damn ball. He can play enough defense. I know he's getting older, so his minutes
Can't play
won't be the
great
same.
defense, but he can certainly stretch the
He's
floor
lanky,
offensively.
he's long. He can, he can.
You
disrupt enough.
you put him on the worst offensive player whenever he's on the floor, correct?
Second.
With Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Isaiah
the
would have
man
to guard
can
the
shoot, man. I'm telling you.
I agree.
So if you have a penetrator who gets in and they can kick it out, just as long as you put things together that will give you an option for success. And maybe this is what falls on Tyronn Lue. You got to figure this out, man. You got to shake something up if it isn't working.
Assistant coach Tyronn Lue. Let us know your thoughts. Comment section below. Subscribe to 2 Righteous Sports.